Hello everybody, my name is Roy Boy and we are back in our flat world for another video. Now in this video we're going to be taking on something that is probably going to take quite a bit of time and possibly more than one video. So stay tuned for the rest of this build. What we're going to be attempting is, last time in this flat world, the last big project we had was that town that you can see right over there, that town we built, which still doesn't have a name. So if anybody has any ideas for names, then leave them in the comments of this video, or in the comments of that video. And but this time, right about where I'm standing here, so pretty decently close to that town over there, we are going to start building either an empire or a kingdom or some big force that will have a castle and a big city and will be much bigger than that town back there, but I don't exactly know. We'll see where the creativity takes us. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be more than one video. So for today, what we're going to do is I'm going to start building the platform where the empire or kingdom or whatever it'll happen to be will take place, and we'll start to build maybe the smaller towns, like the poor area that would be outside of the big wall of the main city, and we'll build up that, and then maybe we'll put in some markers for where the walls are going to be, but we're going to mostly focus on the slums or the part outside of the wall, the less guarded part. Alright, so without further ado, let's hop into it, and I will come back when I have some of the groundwork or the landscaping for where we're going to be building. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I just remembered I forgot to mention that I have a different skin, as you can see. I'm testing out a few different stuff. If you have some opinions on my skin, then on my Instagram, which I believe I'll leave some links to somewhere, I was putting up some polls on which skin you liked better, and I had a few different designs. So if you would like to put your 2 cents, then please head over there and let me know which one you like. This one I thought was pretty cool. I don't know, I just like the way it looked, so I decided to keep this one for now. Alright, well, we have the landscape done. So here, let me turn the camera around, and you can see this took a very long time. As you can see, it's a very big piece of land, and yeah, and it's not even close to done. So my ideas for this would be that the city is going to take place here. Part of the city is going to be here, and then there's going to be another big platform up here, which is where there's going to be kind of the more castle keep area. Over here there'll be some more town. Like, as you can see, it starts to flatten out there again, so it's going to have another little platform there, smaller than this one. This is going to be the big one, but over there there'll be another one. All these are going to go up into mountains here, and then this platform here is going to be surrounded by mountains too, and then it's going to go up to mountains here, and the castle keep will be surrounded by mountains too. And then the big gate into the city is going to be right about here, and there'll be a road that comes down here, and goes that way. I think there'll be like an even bigger gate over there, but the gate to go into the poor town area, because the poor town areas are going to be here right on the beach front. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start planning out the slums area, or the poor section of town, and yeah, I'll be back when, I guess calling it slums is really the wrong word. It's just the poor area of where the peasants live, where the people that can't afford to be protected by the wall. And then over here, yep. So alright, I'll get into it. I'll start like I planned out that town over there with little squares and other shapes and walls and paths and all that stuff, and I'll go ahead and start planning that out. And yeah, so I'll be back in a bit. Alrighty, so I'm back. I was gonna plan out some of the town just like I did the other one, but that didn't really work out so well because the houses on this town are gonna be much smaller and a little more messy, and I kind of wanted to pile them on top of each other, and I thought that planning it out in the same way wasn't gonna work. So I ended up not really planning it out. All I actually did was I just built a few little houses and kind of just a little representation of to kind of give you the idea of what the rest of the town is gonna look like. But I didn't actually really plan out the whole town. I just kind of built a few houses and the path. And anyways, I'll show you and explain what I did. So here, let's turn that around. So this is how I marked that there's going to be a path that comes up, and the path is going to look something like this. I kind of like the way it looked. There's going to be a bit more dirt in it. I haven't put the dirt in up there, but you can see down here there's some dirt scattered around in it. First of all, before we get into it, I want to say that just this part here coming out of the trees and just looking at this little town here, I just absolutely love this little thing here. And it's not done yet. I still need to fill it in more, but I just love this like slope here. Anyways, alright, so as you can see, the type of house that I built here, they're kind of, so it's very dark, kind of, it's all the sprucey texture, or not texture, sprucey color, just because I thought that gives a really nice like dirty kind of look, and then the much darker roofs, and it just gives a really nice kind of poor dirty look. And I put some leaves over and kind of made it all grown over, and on the ground I mixed in some coarse dirt and some podzol just to really make it look, you know, dirty and poor and whatever. I put some I need to come up with some new cart designs. This is the only cart design I've ever liked that I built, so I just spam these around everywhere, but I need to come up with some more to create some variation. So as you can see, I also made some of the water. I thought for here the water was going to be a little different than we did over there. I was going to make the sand go out a bit longer here. Over there it immediately went into like down here, so I just thought to extend some more of the beachy area. Then I built here kind of a nicer, cleaner looking building with some more of the stripped oak colors. And this was going to be kind of like the big docks. This is like all the goods that come in have to go through this inspection building, which could be more connected to like the king up there to inspect to make sure he knows what's getting into his kingdom over here. I built some little docks here, which I still have to work on a bit, and a boat here, which, you know, it looks all right. I'm not good at building boats. I need to practice that a bit more. So there's a chance that I will redo these boats a few times, and but for now I think these two are decent. I want to add in a few bigger boats. I think I might want to add in kind of a bigger boat right here. I did make it a little too shallow, so afterwards I realized like this is kind of small for a boat, but that's okay. There'll be more bigger royal docks. I believe they'll be over there, I'm not quite sure, and that'll be where I can really fit in some of the big kingly boats. I made a little alleyway down here. As you can see, this is like a nice little cramped. I wanted to make it feel really cramped. It's still not done. I'm gonna add in some more like greenery and vines around the top to really give it that claustrophobic feel, and I kind of made it all messy. And back here there's gonna be more trees that cover up this exit, so it also makes this little place feel more claustrophobic. I just wanted to make everything feel cramped and messy, and you know, like what a medieval poor village would look like. Well, it's not really a poor village, but the outskirts of the empire. So I'm pretty much going to extend this with this kind of style, maybe put in a few special builds kind of like this. This was just kind of an example to show like a few different looking builds to kind of make it so it's not so repetitive, so it's not just this exact same thing over and over and over. And yeah, and I'm just going to extend that all the way out over there. This whole area is going to be some woods, and we'll see. I don't have a plan on what place I'll be in the next clip, but I believe I'll work on it, build some more houses, extend this road out, and we'll see. And I'll be back to in the next clip. I'll probably have a better idea of how this episode's gonna look, like how we're gonna be finishing what we're gonna be covering in this episode. So yeah, I have to say I am so happy with the way this is coming out. Like, I'm just absolutely ecstatic with the whole vibe and aesthetic of this village. And yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish this up, and well, I don't know if I'll finish it up. I'll work on it a bit more, and I'll be back later. So, see you soon. Alrighty, everyone. Well, a little bit of bad news. I lost the clip that I had made a little while ago, kind of in between, and now when I'm coming back, the village is pretty much all done. So let me show you. So here's that little entrance area where I haven't actually changed much, but as you can see, there's a big wall of woods here, kind of blocking off, separating between what will be the wall here and the richer area of the city and the poorer area of the city. So as we make our way down here, you can see this is all the stuff that I just showed in the last clip. Not much has changed here, but when I come in here, you can see we added in the greenery and the road continues. So as we make our way down here, the road continues through very cramped, very closed, little dirty town. Another interesting building here is I made a stables over here. I don't have any horses in it yet, but that's just one of a different type of building, because all the buildings are very similar, as you can see, which I thought was nice to give it a very uniform, poorer feel. And as we make our way here, there's more houses just piled on top of each other. And yeah, so we just make our way through here, and then there's the marketplace, which I showed a bit in the clip that got deleted, but I guess this will be the first time you're seeing it. So I'm extremely happy with this marketplace. As you can see, I mean, I absolutely love it. It's the first marketplace I ever made, which I liked, was in that town over there, and this is the second marketplace I've made since then, and I absolutely love it. I'm just so happy with it. And then as we make our way over here, there's going to be some kind of lord or someone a bit richer living in this house over here, in this part of the area, and that's unfinished. That's going to be some kind of temple. So there's someone who's richer living in this bigger house here. Yeah, so let me give a quick little overview of the whole thing. And yeah, so not much has changed over in this section, but all of this section here was added. And I mean, there's still a bit more touching up to do, like to finish the water here and to finish the beaches and add in some more trees there. But all in all, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I think it's a pretty short, bit of a shorter episode. All right, bye. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.